What is up, everybody? It's your boy, X-Cal, coming back at you with another video intro while I'm driving. Well, first things first, happy late birthday to me. I'm 23 years old. It's my Michael Jordan year. And man, I'm just blessed to see 23. I have a super exciting joint review, strain review today. So last week we did Golden Goat and it got great feedback, you know, a couple hundred views, couple likes. It's all I care for. You know, I want you guys just to enjoy my content, make the most of it. Shout out to Bandit, said he's been watching for a year. He left a comment. Thank you. I'm gonna be shouting out one person that comments every single video. So Bandit with a 4 for the A. Congrats, your today's shout out. And today's strain, I think you guys are going to be extremely excited to hear, and that is White Widow. All right, so we did one of the most famous strain reviews, famous strain, a review on that, which was Golden Goat. Well, today, another super infamous strain, which is White Widow. White Widow is another extremely famous sativa strain. And I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite strains. It's definitely in my top 15 list of strains ever. White Widow is probably number 6. It's not number 1. I don't even know what my number 1 strain is off the top, but I know that I've had better strains than White Widow for me. But White Widow is an amazing before the gym strain, an amazing before work strain, a great wake and bake strain. Makes you very creative, makes you have a lot of energy, makes you feel confident, makes you focus. And these are all things that I need. The confidence thing, not so much. I'm plenty confident within myself. But as far as focusing and staying focused and being focused and having energy and having like a positive mind and being creative, see, that I do need more of. And that's why I like to smoke strains that are made for that kind of thing. So like if you're an art teacher and you teach private art lessons or something, I feel like White Widow would be the perfect strain for you. Because it's a very euphoric feeling. So like I said, it's a very euphoric feeling. However, it's not overwhelming. It's not, oh yeah, Peep the Pepperidge Farm. If you guys didn't watch my last video, I'm a distributor. So I sell like stuffing and bread into stores. So that's why you just see a bunch of stuffing in the background. It makes for something to talk about, and it's good scenery. It's either that or just a wall. So might as well look at the fucking stuffing. But anyway, so I just want to say, like, first thing about White Widow is the distinct smell. It smells like no other strain, 100%. It smells so pungent, so strong. It smells so strong and gassy and pungent. Look at the way that thing's lighting up. Perfect. The taste and the smell are identical. They're very pungent, very earthy, almost a little bit spicy tasting in a way. And we rolled up a nice doink today of White Widow. Obviously, I know you guys want me to dome this whole joint on camera, but I'm about to go to the gym and I don't need that much before the gym. Personally, I like to get a little bit stoned and take some pre-workout and just get in the zone, and then the rest is for after. I will say, I think the reason White Widow is so so famous is because of the effects that it gives you. It truly does make you feel happy and euphoric, but at the same time, it's very uplifting. So I know a lot of people when they smoke, they don't always want to feel down, you know, indica. They want some uplifting thing. However, a lot of things with sativa is you may or may not get anxiety. White Widow is one of those strains that you can get uplifted and creative, but not have to deal with anxiety, not have to deal with an overwhelming head high. And when people say head high, I don't mean like, your head feels like that. No, it means that you are in your brain. Your thoughts are going crazy. That is the definition of a head high, not like your head feels like it's vibrating. That's a indica feeling. When your head's vibrating, that's basically a form of relaxation, which is an indica strain. And another thing is, I remember not last summer, but summer of 2020, when COVID came out, I just want to say, like, White Widow was one of those strains that was around my town quite a bit. And I just remember every single time I heard it was in town, I always bought at least a half ounce of it, because I knew it was a great strain for me. It helps focus me in and calm me down a little bit, but also remain focused. So if I'm in the gym, you don't want to be calm necessarily. You want to be like energized, but you want to be focused as well. So relaxed is one thing, and calm is another thing. So another thing I noticed is this is a very social strain, just like the Golden Goat. I know I said it was a very social strain as well, but that is very accurate for this strain as well as Golden Goat. I always want to talk to people, and I always want to make videos when I smoke White Widow, and that's the same way that Golden Goat had me feeling. It just had me motivated and, wanting to make a video and wanting to talk to you guys. And when I went into the gym, I talked to people and stuff like that. So if you guys want to know how to roll a joint without a filter in it, I can teach you guys that sometime. I actually haven't put filters in my joints for, I want to say, like, probably the last 3 or 4 months. And there's not a specific reason. The main reason is just because, honestly, imagine having to have a filter in every single joint. Like, it's pointless to, like, go and try to find a little piece of cardboard. Like, you might as well just learn how to just knead a paper. Because if I'm out in the mountains and I need to roll a joint and all I have is papers and weed, I want to be able to roll an amazing joint without a filter, But if I've only rolled with filters and I got to roll one without one, it's just going to be an awful joint. So I'm getting better at this whole non-filter joint situation here. I want you guys to also realize I've been smoking and rolling for like 6 years now, and more than 6 years. I'm on like 14, 21, that's 7. So I'm on almost 9 years of smoking, because I've been smoking since I was like 15, and I'm 23 now. But it was technically, I was 14, but I had just turned 15. So basically, like, I guess exactly 8 years from right now. So sorry, 8 years on the dot, really. It's crazy, man. Crazy. 8 years, so a thing or two about rolling and smoking and being high at that point. And I know you guys are probably thinking, like, some of you OGs are probably like, man, I've been smoking for 20. But you got to realize, man, like, I've taken very little break in that last 8 years. Like, it's always been, like, pretty consistent, which I'm not bragging or saying that's a good thing. I've taken, like, weeks and months off here and there. Never more than a month, though. I think the longest I've ever gone is, like, a month and a half. And I didn't even, after a month of not smoking, you don't even really care for it anymore. You don't care if you smoke again or not. I will say, without weed, you are way more focused and way more like locked in, but you're a lot less happy, a lot less relaxed. You're way more stressed out when you don't smoke. And speaking of, I should probably smoke a little bit more of this. That's what I love about, smoking by yourself, is that thing could go out 5 times and who cares? When you smoke with friends, it's been 10 minutes. If you smoke with friends, that joint's gone in 5 minutes, 3 minutes sometimes. But when you smoke by yourself, like, I still have this much of a joint left and I'm kind of high. hypothetically, let's put it like this. If you're smoking this joint with 3 people, 1, 2, 3, you're only smoking that much of that joint when it's all said and done. I haven't even smoked that much yet. Like, I've smoked that much. So this is how high I'd be off an entire joint with friends whenever I'm like just as high off this much by myself. So be stingy with your stuff. Like, it's okay to be like, hey guys, I don't want to share my weed with everyone. I don't want to smoke everybody up. If you're that guy like I was, where you like getting people high and you like that kind of stuff, you know, it's good to do that, but not too much. You know, don't be a people pleaser all the time, because, you know, and don't, also another thing is, don't be stingy either. Like, if it's a group setting and you're the only one with weed, have someone Venmo you $5, have someone pay you $5 so you can rebuy what you lost, right? I mean, if the guy smokes weed, he's gonna understand, hey, this shit costs money. Like, there's no free rides in life. My brother in high school used to charge people $10 to smoke a blunt. There'd be like 5 heads on a blunt, and he'd charge each of them $10, and he was making $50 off a gram. So, but granted, those people got like super, super high. Also, my brother used to load people like bulls. Like, he would get people so high off one hit for $10. Like, he would load like keef, wax in a joint, or keef, wax, and bud in a bowl, and then just make you rip it. And then he would control it, and then you would get so high off that shit. And, you know, it was a side hustle, but, you know, it's a genius way. And you can't hate the player, you know, hate the game, I guess. But yeah, man, I love just chopping it up with you guys and just telling stories and going a blast in the past. But I usually keep my videos around 11 to 12 minutes, so I'm gonna stop this video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.